Hi everyone, I'm Tim, the Sausage Sage. Behind you, you can see my food truck. I'm starting a new series on food trucks, what it takes to run one, food truck life. I'm gonna do an episode a month, probably the third week of the month. I'm still deciding on an exact date. We're gonna cover a lot of things. I got a lot of questions about food trucks. I've spoken at the library in Pittsburgh about what it takes to start a food truck. Always had a lot of positive feedback from those sessions. So, today I'm going to give you a tour. Later on, we're going to cover good topics like maintenance, repair when you're not a mechanic. We're going to talk about menu pricing, menu strategy, menu diversity, that sort of thing. We'll also talk about some rules and regulations where I operate Pittsburgh, and that's basically city government plus the health department. And I'm sure it overlaps with a lot of other places, so even if you're not in my hometown, hopefully it'll benefit you guys. We'll talk about funny stories that have happened when I've owned a truck, celebrities that I've had the chance to serve. We'll also talk about booking gigs, how to do that, how to get good gigs, how to stay in heavy rotation amidst a lot of competition. We'll talk about the synergy between trucks and restaurants. There's going to be a lot of good stuff. So tune in, and today we'll give you a tour. We first got a food truck in 2010. This is actually our second truck. The original truck we called Grumps. It was a 1988 converted postal vehicle. Was at least 3 other food trucks before we owned it. And 6 months after we got it, the engine broke down, so that was a lot of fun. We had to totally replace it. The Grumps got our start in 2010. We've had this truck since 2015. It's a 2006 Ford. Convenient awning on a rainy day. We're at a brewery today. Breweries are great for business. This window flips up. We've got a serving shelf. Digital menu board. Once that's turned on, I'll show that to you guys. In the back, we've got 2 40-pound propane tanks. There's a lot of debate about appropriate propane tank size in the food truck community. I like the 40-pound tanks because that means they're 40 pounds when they're empty. They hold about 30 pounds of propane. That'll run about 13 hours per tank on my truck, which has 2 deep fryers and a griddle. Nice thing about the 40-pound tank is that I can actually lift it over my head and put it up here. You'll notice my tanks are off the ground. That's because if someone were to rear end me, the tanks wouldn't come into contact with the collision directly, and there's less of a chance that they'd explode. Another nice feature about this truck, we've got a side-mounted generator. I'll take you over to that. So it's actually in the body of the truck. It runs pretty quiet. There's our generator. So here's the digital menu board I was talking about. It's pretty cool because it makes it easy to change the menu. However, when I had this equipped, I put in an all-weather model. It broke very quickly. They're very expensive to replace, so I currently just have a 42-inch TV that I paid about $300 for and popped in myself. It looks good right now. Like I said, it's easy to modify. If this thing hits direct sunlight, it's really hard to see. So, digital menu doors and outdoors, the jury's still out. Another cool thing we have, we've got external speakers, so we can have a party with the truck anywhere we go. This is actually a DHL delivery vehicle. One of the things I really like, custom bun storage up top here. When you're on the truck and you don't get to come back for 8 or 10 hours in a day, you want to sell as much product as possible. A lot of people will run out of product and then be stuck wherever they're vending if there are other trucks. We try to never do that. So extra bun storage above the seat, great use of space. It's all about space usage with a truck. Another cool thing with this truck specifically, we've got an electric system where we can power off a generator or land. It runs on 50 amps when we're plugged into land. The generator is also 50 amps. We've got our dedicated circuit board with, you can see, a guide just like you might have in your own house. This is pretty great for navigating power needs, turning one circuit off if you need to. When I'm plugged in at my restaurant, I just keep my fridge circuits on and run off a 20 amp circuit. That's pretty handy. My old truck, it was just off or on the power. Down here, I've got individual safety controls for my appliances that use propane. Right now I'm using 2 and I have 2 off. We've got the flat top grill serving delicious hot dogs. We've got this burner, which is just serving as a counter right now. We've got 2 deep fryers, only one on because we're not at the most busy event. And then we've got counter space, hand washing sink. That's going to be a health department requirement anywhere, as well as a 3-basin sink that we're able to double up as storage space and shelving with the cutting boards that you see there. We have a commissary, which is our restaurant. We do all our dishwashing there, so you know, this 3-basin sink, it's there if we need it. Again, it's a health department requirement, but practically we don't really ever need it because we wash in the restaurant. Of course, you've got a fire hydrant. There's a pump for the water system. There are 2 30-gallon tanks, I think, underneath. Maybe they're 40 gallons, one for fresh water, one for wastewater. You turn the pump on, you get water through the sink. Of course, you want to wash your hands on a food truck, just like in a restaurant. We've got this water heater because you need hot water, as per health department requirements, stored underneath. Extension cords, and then we've got 2 refrigerators. They're twin models, true. I think they're T21s. You see, we store a lot of beverages in one when it's not too busy. French fries. The other one over there. This is Julia. She works on the food truck. You may see her again in future episodes. We've got a nice long stainless steel counter. Really great for being able to move around. I like the roominess of this truck compared to my old truck. Storage space underneath. Again, you can see buns stored underneath there, pretty handy. They fit perfectly, and it's all about maximizing space. Extra condiments. We carry 35 pounds of ketchup at all times. Here's the other fridge. Yeah. Lots of veggie dogs, beef frankfurters right now. Pro tip, the health department wants you to keep meat on the bottom so it can't drip on anything else. So, there you have it. That's the truck. Used to have locking doors, but they broke a long time ago. I kind of fixed it myself, but it wasn't working as well as I wanted. Now we just use bungee cords. Another big thing with food trucks, you gotta make sure as you're driving that everything stays in place. Basically, when I'm training someone new, I tell them, you know, you gotta make sure everything's tight and buttoned up on the outside and nothing's gonna fall out on the inside. And then you're ready to drive away. So, look forward to a future episode. We'll dive into specific topics in a little more detail. And for now, we're going to start serving. So thanks very much for watching.